Hey guys, so this is the last video for this week. What our I can statement is for today is I can use the properties of angles to find missing measures. I just realized that looks like an A, but it's an F and an I. But it says find missing measures. So we're going to use the four angle classifications that we have been talking about and we covered again yesterday to find missing measures. And you're going to have to be able to work between the different types and the different classifications to realize what's going to help you the most. So if we look at number 10, jumping right in, I know that this angle is 151, right? There's a certain angle that I really like if it's there because it's easy. If you have vertical angles, let it focus. If you have vertical angles, remember they are congruent. So is there a vertical angle to 151? Directly across is y. So if this is 151, then y has to be 151. So I'm going to write that down because they are congruent. They have to be equal, or they're vertical, so they have to be equal. They have to be congruent. Now, remember, I have a straight line right here. Well, if I have a straight line, that means this angle, or we can go this way, 151, and z fall on the straight line. That means 151 plus z equals 180 because they make a straight line. Well, 180 minus 151 is 29. So z equals 29 degrees. Everyone see how I got 29 degrees there? Then I have another set of vertical angles. Yay! So 29 degrees here, vertical to here. So x is 29 degrees. You could have also did, okay, well, I know this is 151, straight line, whole thing's going to equal 180, and did what we just did whenever we found z. Okay, so there's multiple ways to get all of these amounts. There's different ways to get there. It's just you working and utilizing those angle measure definitions to find different measurements. Okay, so number 12. Goodness, there's a lot of different things here you could do. Well, I'm going to go with a straight line. I'm going to zoom in actually first. So number 12, let's let it focus. I'm going to go with a straight line. A straight line I know exists. Here's a straight line. Okay. So that means when I put all of these angles together, they have to equal 180 because of that straight line. So 88 plus 37 plus z has to equal 180. Well, 88 plus 37 is, oh Lord, 88 plus 30 is 108 plus 7, 115. So 115 plus z equals 180. If I subtract 115 from both sides, then I get z equals 65 degrees. Okay, so that's 65 degrees. Now I have to find x and I have to find y. Well, if we look, x and z are straight across from each other, so that means they're vertical angles. What do we know about vertical angles? We know that they are congruent always. So if z is 65, so is x. Okay, now we just have to find y. Now again, if we use our straight line right there, then I know x and y together has to equal 180. They have to. So x and y together equals 180. If x is 65, 65 plus y equals 180. Well, I would subtract 65 from both sides, and y equals 115. I was thinking it was just 15 in my head, and I was like, that is not right. That is way off. 115, I forgot to carry the 1. So y equals 115. Now you also could have got y by adding together 88 and 37 because together those two were vertical to y. So there was more than one way to get there. Okay? It just matters that you get to the correct answer by using things that are mathematically sound. There's more than one way to get there. Just make sure that what you're doing makes mathematical sense with the definition. So number 13. If angle R and angle S are complementary angles, so they're complementary, and the measure of angle R is 27, find the measure of angle S. So they're complementary. That means if we put them together, they equal what? 90. So R plus S equals 90. Well, I know R is 27. So 27 plus S equals 90. Well, 27 plus what equals 90? That would be 63. So S equals 63. Right there, they just told us the needed information, and we use that information to find the unknown angle measure. So 14, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles, and the measure of angle 2 is 115. Find the measure of angle 1. So vertical angles means that they are what? It's the easy one. They are congruent. So that means angle 1 has to equal angle 2. Well, I know angle 2 is 115. So angle 1 has to equal 115 degrees because they are vertical or equal angles. Okay? Easy. Now we're going to move on, and we've got 2 more examples before we are done with today's video. So number 16, we are going to try and use our angle knowledge to find what x is. So hopefully it will, there it goes. So what type of angles are these? What type? They are vertical because they're directly across. I'm going to write that down, vertical. And vertical angles are always equal. They're always congruent. I'm sorry, it's having a hard time focusing, like always. So 7x plus 23 equals 114. Okay, so to solve that regular two-step equation, I would subtract 23 from both sides. So 114 minus 23 is 91. So 7x equals 91. Divide by 7 on both sides. And we get x equals 13. Okay, number 7. This looks mighty familiar to what you're doing on Tuesday or what you did on Tuesday. But try it, pause it, come back and see if you did it right. Moving on, I know that these two angles make a 90-degree angle altogether, so they are complementary. And I know that with complementary angles, if I add them together and set them equal to 90, it makes mathematical sense. So if I do 7x minus 1 plus 63 equals 90, that's allowed. That's what I'm supposed to do. Well, I have like terms. I've got -1 plus 63. Well, that's 62. So now I've got 7x equals 62, or no, plus 62, sorry, equals 90. And then to solve, I would subtract 62 from both sides. When I do that, I'm going to get 28. So 7x equals 28. Divide by 7 on both sides, and x equals 4. So This is a lot of equation review. If you struggled with equations a few months ago, you're going to struggle now. You need to make sure that you're emailing me if you have any questions. And the best way to do that, Caleb Allen is perfect at this. You figure out, you try it, you send me a picture of what you've tried, or you explain to me in detail what you tried. Because when you email me, I'm going to say, okay, what'd you try? Now I'm going to try to find your mistake because I'm not going to do it for you. Okay? So looking at your homework, you've got 4 questions because I know these take a little bit more time. So you're going to do these top 2. So if you are at home, I didn't mark out some of them, so make sure you're doing the ones that I'm asking, okay? So if you're at home, you're going to do this one and this one. And then you're also going to do 20 and 21 at the bottom. You're not going to do the middle ones, okay? So if you're at home without internet, you're going to take a picture of your work and upload it to the zip drive so I can give you credit. If you're at home with internet, go to assessments, answer the questions. If you have any questions and you don't understand, you need to email me, not click show answer, because that's how you're going to lose points on the assignment. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you need me, email me. Bye, guys.